21 weeks of training in, and we are 3 weeks away from Ironman Florida. This has consisted of very early mornings, late nights, and many hours spent at the hospital. We've been averaging about 14 to 17 hours of training with the goal to break a 10-hour Ironman. I have no idea if this is possible. It'd be more than a 2-hour PR, but we are going to give it everything that we have to accomplish this goal. Today I want to show you a full day of my life training to break the sub 10-hour Ironman, being a resident physician and a dad to my sweet baby boy Oliver, and a husband to my beautiful wife. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay updated over the next 3 to 4 weeks as I train for Ironman Florida. We have a lot of work to do, but we are going to do this.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So thankful to have you guys here. Before we get started, I want you to know that you are greatly, greatly loved, and that you're wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you're capable of far more than you could ever imagine. Let's get to it. Just dropped Oliver off at daycare, as you guys saw. It's about 7:45. I have to be at work at 8. I'm on Gen Med consults. And then the topic of this video is how do I manage my time as a doctor while training for a full distance Ironman?
Thankfully, on Gen Med consults, we get to the hospital quite a bit later, so just around 8 o'clock or so. And then once we get to the hospital, we always have to do our COVID screening. Yes, we are still doing this, make sure we're safe to go to work. And then after that, when you get to the hospital, you need to do the pre-rounding on your patients. So on consult service, you'll have anywhere from 1 to maybe 10 patients. Usually hardly ever have over 10 patients, so you'll pre-round, do all the chart reviewing, and then go see your wonderful patients after you get all of that done.
So it's about 9:40 right now, and so when I get to the hospital, we had some pretty sick patients, so I was not able to kind of give you guys an update about what was going on. But anyway, usually what we would do is we'd pre-round on the patients, look at the labs, the vital signs, things of that nature, and then go see the patients. Well, today, and again, I'm on Gen Med consults. Today I got a call and I needed to go see a patient immediately, so that's what I had to do. But usually on consults, what we do is we get here, in any team, like the surgery team, the pretty much any non-medicine team that needs our help, surgery, orthopedics, neurosurgery, that needs medical help, they'll call us for consults, and then I go see all those patients all day. So that's pretty much what I'm on right now. But usually we'd pre-round first and then go see the patients, but again, didn't get to do that. So this video, what I wanted to talk about is how to balance your life in general. And so when we get to that, let's talk about kind of my day setup. You guys saw that I went to bed about 9 o'clock. Really probably fell asleep around 9:15, and then I woke up about 4:05, 4:10 to get started with my run. Now my beautiful wife and my boy, they sleep till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then so that gave me about 2.5 hours to get a run in, and as you guys can see, I got about 17 miles in this morning. So my number one tip is wake up before the rest of the world. When everybody else is sleeping, get your physical fitness activities that you need done for the day, get it done then. Number 2 is when you can, spend time with your family. So for me, that's when they wake up. About 6:30, 7-ish, make sure that I'm home, spend time with them. I made myself breakfast, made my beautiful wife breakfast, and then I had to take Oliver to daycare. So something you guys may not know is my sweet baby boy, hold on, check out this video of his development so far.
You can do it, Ollie.
You try. Oh! Come on, Oliver. Keep going. Keep pushing. You can do it. Oh, you're almost there. Almost there. Just roll over a little bit. Come on. Come on, Oliver. You're so close. Kick the leg over. Come on. Kick it over. Oh! Yes! Woo!
Let's see how far he can crawl.
Good job.
Take it easy on me. This is my first time. How can you encourage your child to crawl?
Keep going.
Try presenting them with intriguing objects just beyond her reach. As they become more agile, create obstacle courses using pillows. Join in the fun by
Good
it.
job. No, come on. My son has a really rare genetic syndrome called Lamb-Schafer syndrome. There's only about 300 kiddos in the world with this syndrome. One of the features is gross motor delay. As you can see here, Oliver's working on his walking. He is doing so great, and I am so proud of him. So you guys could see he's a little bit delayed in development, you know, so children should usually start to roll around 4 months old. They should start to crawl. They should start to crawl somewhere between, 8 10 months old, somewhere around there, and then they usually take their first step by year-old. Well, Oliver has the diagnosis of Lamb-Schafer syndrome, which is an extremely rare genetic disorder. There's only about 300 kiddos worldwide with it, and the features are gross motor delay, fine motor delay, and speech delay. So Oliver's been working on those things, and he took his first steps yesterday, which is pretty awesome. Check it out.
Watch me take my first steps. I have been working very hard. You thought I was going to fall.
Good job.
Oh, I'm not giving up. Here I go. Mom and Dad are so proud of me.
I just realized that I was still wearing my mask and I'm the only one here. So then, after spending time with my beautiful wife and my baby boy, taking him into daycare, then I get to work. And then I'll be at work till about 4 o'clock today. I'm on an easier rotation, which is so nice. Just 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. It's literally been so great. So I'll get off at 4 o'clock. I'll go for a quick swim. And then because Oliver is still at his developmental daycare and when I pick him up around 5 o'clock, then I'll get him at 5 and then we'll go home and spend time with my beautiful wife. So spending as much time as I can with my family when they are available and when I am not in work either. And so that is crazy important while still prioritizing everything else. And so with this, you can see that the days are very full, and I wish I could say that I was absolutely perfect at it, but if you look, you could see on my, zoom, I'm new to using this camera, you could see this nasty cold sore. I actually like multiple cold sores on my face, and that is because of a few different reasons. Okay, one would be overtraining. I just did a half Ironman, and then I got right back into training for my full Ironman, which I will be doing in 4 weeks. You guys will have to keep tuned to see how I do with that. Second would be lack of sleep. So I just told you guys that you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and that is ideal, but sometimes it just, I don't do it, and I don't do well at it, so I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. And things like this, whenever I'm super stressed or over fatigued, I break out with my cold sores or HSV1, and so yeah, I wish I did better at it, but it's not always the case. So then something else that is crazy important is, and that I usually do every day, I did this morning, but is journaling and having like a very strict plan for your goals. And so I usually journal in the morning, write out what I need to do for that day, write out affirmations, just kind of get my head in the right space. But then also I have a plan that I follow religiously, like every single day, for my physical fitness goals, for my medical training, for my studying for my board. So I have a very strict schedule, and that's what I would advise you to do, is have a schedule set in stone for everything that you have planned. So for example, my training schedule was set for pretty much from May till November 7th, which is when my full Ironman is. And throughout that time, I had an Olympic distance triathlon and a half Ironman, and now I'm going to be doing a full Ironman. And I had my training scheduled all throughout that time to ensure that I had enough time to train for them and that it was already set in stone, and I just had to wake up and do it, right? So my Olympic went well. My half Ironman went really well. I finished third in my age group, which I was pumped about. I'll do a video solely on that. But then now I have my full Ironman. But with all of this, the important thing is making this coincide with your work schedule. So I had a month of the medical ICU. Now I could not be training 16 hours a week while working in the medical ICU, right? And so my training schedule has to adapt to my workload, not only just so that you have enough time, but so that you're not overly stressed, overly tired, lacking a lot of sleep. So make your work schedule and your training schedule coexist together, and that'll help things drastically. Okay, so then the last thing I'll say, and then I have to get back to it, is do not be so hard on yourself. You do not have to be perfect. If we look through my training schedule, so I'll just show you my training schedule right now, because I do it like a lot of training. So if we look at it here, you can see that, so this is just the Training Peaks app. This is just from today. So this run was supposed to be 2 hours and 44 minutes, but my body was just too fatigued and I knew that I needed to take a break. So if you look here, this is my weekly compliance. You can see that there's a little bit of red here, mostly green, but a little bit of red. And those are because my body was just too wore down to complete all the workouts. If you go, that was a taper week, so that one's hard to see. So you can see that almost no weeks, or just only a couple weeks have been solid greens. And this is something that you need to learn, that it's okay not to be perfect. You do not have to hit every single workout. You do not have to get every single meal perfect. Like, it's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay to miss workouts, but there's a fine line between being lazy and knowing your body enough to know that it's time to take a rest. Okay, so you cannot don't cheat yourself by just being lazy, and learn yourself well enough. Like this morning, I knew that because of my half Ironman 5 days ago, my body was very fatigued, and it would probably be more harmful for me to continue grinding through it than just taking the rest. So the last thing is, do not be so hard on yourself. Know that you do not have to be perfect. Learn yourself. Know yourself, know your body, and know when it's okay to take a break. And this applies to everything and not just fitness. So those are kind of the things that I do to try to maintain this lifestyle while being a doctor, a dad, and training for an Ironman. It's crazy, but it's been a lot of fun. Okay, so I realized that I never went through my workout this morning with you guys. So it was supposed to be 2 hours and 44 minutes. So you can see that I cut it short. I did about 17 miles, 7:46 pace. And then let's go here. Not here, let's go here. And my average heart rate was 150, which is really, really good. But something I don't like to see is this max heart rate of 180. So if we go here and look, we could see that towards this end here, my heart rate was just skyrocketing. And that's just because my body's fatigued and overly tired. And again, I told you guys that I'm a little bit of a hypocrite and have not been perfect. So let's just look and see how much I've been sleeping. Oh, yeah, see, like, this is ugly. So if we go to 7-day trend of how much I've been sleeping, 6 hours and 10 minutes, and we need between 7 to 9. So I have a lot of work to do on that. Okay, now let's get back to it.
I have one that I just saw on the TV that you shit on.
What's going on?
Like 82-year-old.
So we just ate that delicious lunch. I usually bring my own lunch, but today I forgot. And noon conference was, why can I not think of it? Grand Rounds. And at Grand Rounds, they do not provide lunch, unfortunately. So I had to buy some stuff from the cafeteria. So I had a salad with some pasta salad and hummus and a bag of chips and a Monster energy drink. But then, so pretty much my day, I saw all the consults this morning. I might still get some throughout the day. I go see them on my own, do a physical exam, put in the orders, pretty much anything that I think that we should do for them from a general medicine point of view. And then after lunch, usually around 1 or 2, I'll go around with my attending, check out the patient to her, tell her the plan that I came up with, and then she'll tell me if there's anything else to add. So that's where we're at today. Right now, it's about 1:15. So let's go hang out with my attending for a bit. So it's about 2:20 now. We just got done rounding with my attending, and we did get 2 more consults, so I have a lot of notes to write. Actually, only about 8 notes to write. So I'm going to get going with that, and then hopefully I have about an hour and a half or so free to study here at the end.
Unfortunately, today I did not get much studying done, but usually in residency, the way we study would be by doing mix-up questions for internal medicine, or reading the mix-up books, or reading the med study books for pediatrics. But a huge part of learning in residency is spending time with the patients and learning from your attendings.
All right, so we are all done with the notes now. It is 3:26, so I get off at 4 o'clock. As long as I do not get a consult between now and 4 o'clock. This is always like the most anxiety provoking time, because you really don't want to get another consult, even though you'd be so thankful to provide great patient care. You just don't want one at the end of the day, right? So we had about 30 minutes. Hopefully we don't get another one, and then we'll be off to go swim and then go pick up sweet Oliver. It's been a great day. For sure, been a great day. So it looks like we have made it. It's 4 o'clock and no more consults. So pretty awesome. So today's workout in the swim, let me show you what we have to do. All right, let's see here. We'll go to my Training Peaks app. That was my run this morning for the swim. We have 250, 500 yards by 10 by 50 and 250 yards. So a total of about what? I don't know how many yards that is. 1,500 yards or so, and we'll have to see how fast I can go. Let's go. Swimming is like my weakest, but it should still be fun because I am getting a little bit better. So let's see how fast I can do these 50 meters. All right, time to do this. If I'm honest, I'm a little bit tired, but it's gonna be a great swim. Check out these goggles. They're like super sweet. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna do a 250 meter warm up, then a 500 meter like active pace, and then get to those 50 meter sprints. Let's do it. We made it right in time. So I have to be honest, my swim was rough. It was slow and rough. I'm not sure why, but just wasn't feeling it today. I might do swim lessons tonight. Depends on if my beautiful wife is studying. She has her boards in like 4 days. 4 days, my beautiful wife takes her pediatric boards. It's crazy. All right, so I got Oliver with me. We are gonna head home, and I think unless I go to swim lessons, this will be the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Before you guys go, I want you to know that you are greatly, greatly loved, and that you're wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you're capable of far more than you could ever imagine.